In the scorching heat of ancient Greece, a city emerged from the dusty plains. The year was around 650 BCE, and Sparta had already established itself as a formidable military power in the Peloponnese region. Its influence began to spread like ripples on a lake, touching the lives of countless people. But how did this humble city rise to such greatness? The answer lies in its unique social structure, designed to produce warriors of unparalleled skill and bravery. In this chapter, we'll delve into the earliest days of Sparta, a time when the seeds of greatness were sown. From the rugged terrain to the fiery passions of its people, we'll uncover the secrets that made Sparta the envy of ancient Greece. In the sweltering heat of ancient Greece, a titanic struggle for dominance was unfolding. The Peloponnesian War had begun, pitting two mighty powers against each other, Sparta and Athens. For decades, these city-states had coexisted in an uneasy balance of power, but beneath the surface, tensions were simmering. And then, in 431 BCE, the unthinkable happened. The war that would consume Greece for generations was underway. Sparta's phalanx formation, forged in the fiery crucible of Agoge, seemed invincible. But Athens' democratic might, fueled by its iconic fleet, refused to yield. The war raged on, a brutal and merciless clash of civilizations. Cities were sacked, populations decimated, and the very fabric of Greek society torn asunder. And yet, despite the devastation, Sparta's unyielding resolve proved decisive. In 404 BCE, the war finally subsided, leaving Athens a shadow of its former self. The cost had been steep, but Sparta had emerged victorious, its reputation as a military powerhouse cemented forever. In the scorching Laconian sun, a young Spartan boy's journey to becoming a warrior began. The Agoge, a rigorous process of physical and mental preparation, was the key to unlocking his full potential. At 7 years old, he would leave his family's home to embark on this odyssey, leaving behind childhood innocence. His days were filled with grueling exercises, honing his strength, agility, and endurance. The cry of Agoge echoed through the streets as he joined his comrades in arms, their bodies glistening with sweat as they pushed themselves to the limits of human endurance. But this was not a mere physical training, it was a mental conditioning, instilling discipline, loyalty, and a sense of duty. The Agoge was more than just a process, it was a rite of passage, a transformation that would turn him into a formidable warrior, ready to face the challenges of battle. And so, this young Spartan boy's journey began, as he took his first steps on the path to becoming a hero of Sparta. In the sweltering summer of 371 BC, the very fabric of Sparta's greatness was about to be tested. The city-state, once the unyielding defender of Greek independence against the Persian Empire, had been basking in its own glory for centuries. Its warriors, forged through a rigorous education system known as Agoge, were renowned for their unwavering discipline and unshakable bravery. But now, a new challenger emerged on the horizon, the city of Thebes, led by Epaminondas, a brilliant strategist determined to bring an end to Sparta's dominance. As the two armies clashed on the plains of Leuctra, it became clear that this would be no ordinary battle. The fate of Sparta itself hung precariously in the balance. With every passing moment, the tension mounted, the staccato drumbeat of shields, the clash of steel on steel, and the anguished cries of the fallen. And then, in a flash of lightning, it was all over. Thebes had won, and Sparta's grip on Greece began to loosen. As the once mighty city of Sparta slowly crumbled, its people were forced to confront the harsh realities of decline. The very foundations of their society, built upon a culture of militarism and discipline, began to show signs of wear and tear. The mighty walls that had protected them for so long now seemed to be crumbling under the weight of time and neglect. And yet, even as the city's power waned, its people refused to surrender. They packed their bags, leaving behind the ruins of a once great civilization, and set out to forge a new future in the distant land of Mistra. It was a move that would mark the end of an era, but also the beginning of a new chapter in the long and storied history of Sparta.